Are we closing our eyes to the male crisis affecting our society and by extension our social order? Well, Apex Strategy 4.0, the social enterprise consultancy firm of the fourth industrial revolution, will shed some light on it with a solution at hand. Loop News in St. Lucia reported on the problem, stating that according to official data provided by the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the homicide rate in St. Lucia has fluctuated over the past several years, reflecting a mixed trend. In 2017, a record-breaking 60 homicides were confirmed by police. In 2018, St. Lucia witnessed a fall to 43 homicides. The following year, 2019, despite the efforts of the government and law enforcement agencies, the homicide rate climbed to 50. In 2020, St. Lucia recorded 55 homicides, highlighting the need for sustainable efforts and a multifaceted approach to tackling crime on the island. The year 2021 witnessed a further rise in homicides, with another record-breaking figure with 75 cases reported. 2022 saw a slight decline from the previous year with 72 homicides recorded, still at the higher end of the spectrum. This news piece was written while 2023 was still ongoing. It was dated in the month of September. At that time, 60 homicides had already been recorded to date. It was predicted that that year would have seen 80 homicides, but it ended with 75. If you add the numbers from 2017 to 2023, which is 6 short years, we have lost 430 young men. Plus those remaining, some of them end up in prison, others commit suicide, and school dropouts are high among boys. Let us leave the issue of crime for a moment, which is the result of many underlying issues, like the falling behind of males in education. It appears to me from all indications that there are fundamental differences between males and females, even on the teaching and learning level. I have noticed in my own experience that boys learn better with top-down approaches, and girls operate better using bottom-up teaching approaches and strategies. But our system is more geared towards a bottom-up approach, leaving the boys behind. So males who are hyper-masculine have to drop out of school, and a lack of education limits the way they interpret and see the world, which in turn creates a lack of a higher vision. Like the Bible says, a people without vision perish. Lack of vision creates a situation of purpose crisis. If I cannot see what I can do or what I was created to do, then I suffer. I will discuss this idea some more in a later video. But for now, let us review an article named Atlantis Press about a review study of the boy crisis. In this article, it was recorded that in the United States, it is found that boys' academic performance is falling behind girls across multiple dimensions. The popular press, educators, and policymakers have posed that the US educational system is in the midst of a boy crisis. According to the National Assessment of Education Progress Report, boys' performance in reading is significantly worse than girls in grades 4, 8, and 12 in traditional boys-dominated subjects such as math and science. Boys' performance has also been on a downward trend. 55% of girls at secondary schools get A or B grades compared with 41% of boys. 28% of girls go to university with an A or A+, compared with 21% of men. Nowadays, in China, it is also gradually common that boys have relatively low or poor academic performance compared to girls, according to many studies on the test scores, the number of students in higher education, and the number of awards they receive. In less than a decade, from 1999 to 2008, the percentage of top male scorers in the college entrance exam, well, that's in China, dropped from 66.2% to 49.7%, while that of a top female scorer increased from 43.8% to 60.3%. In the book itself, The Boy Crisis, written by Warren Farrell, PhD, and John Gray, PhD, which is one of the prime gems of Apex Strategy 4.0, it states that the boys are falling behind, creating the crisis of our son's mental health, the crisis of our son's physical health, the crisis of our son's economic health, the crisis of our son's education, the crisis of our sons worldwide. Why are we so blind to the boy crisis? Who is Dr. Warren Farrell, you might add, to write such a book and to make such claims? Dr. Warren Farrell's background is in male and female issues, combined with his PhD in American government and constitutional law, has led to his expert witness work in the sex discrimination and sexual harassment area for the US Air Force and major oil companies. Farrell has run his own business for more than 35 years. He has taught in the School of Medicine at the University of California in San Diego, as well as Georgetown University, Brooklyn College, American University, and the California School of Professional Psychology. He has taught in political science, psychology, sociology, women's studies, and public administration. In 2003, his campaign for governor of California was a special feature on CNN. Listen to Dr. Farrell passionately discuss the issue we see, but we are ignoring.
First, the evidence that I discovered when I did a decade of research for the Boy Crisis book. For example, suicide. When boys and girls are 9, it's equal. Between 10 and 14, it's twice as likely. Boys between 15 and 19 commit suicide 4 times as often. There we go. And boys between 20 and 24 commit suicide 5 times as often as girls. In the UK, in 1 year, there were more deaths by suicide than in all wars since 1945 put together. There's a 700% increase in prison population since 1972. Prisons are basically centers for dad-deprived boys. In just 90 years, the female-to-male life expectancy gap has grown more than 400%.
Since the 1980s, American men have literally been losing their testosterone, with average levels declining by about 1% per year, along with declining sperm counts.
Of course, this affects not just male fertility, but also the health of female children. When one sex loses, both sexes lose. The UN finds that boys have fallen behind girls in every one of the largest 70 developed nations, especially in reading and...
If this is not a crisis, I don't know what is. Apex Strategy 4.0, the social enterprise consultancy firm, has seen the struggles, and we have innovated proactive strategies to help mitigate the boy crisis. One of our services is called EduMap, and the second is called Strategic Vision Map. Our professionals have created these two services to assist men in their quest for a meaningful purpose in life, which adds value to life regardless of their developmental stage. To understand a little more about our innovation in that realm, one can visit our website, Facebook page, and Instagram page, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, because we will be posting more valuable information towards solving such a problem. We have also published a book titled Purpose Driven: The Meaning of Life is Found in the Purpose to Live. This book teaches men how to find meaning through purpose by developing a mature type of thinking about life. We have also published a children's book to help young kids to see the importance of positive order and structure in life, called The Giant Magical Pants. Follow us as we embark on this transformative journey to not only empower our boys but to reward our girls. The greatest empowerment to a woman is to have a competent man. Let's not leave anyone behind while we empower the other. Like Dr. Farrell made clear, if one sex loses, both lose.